Hello mga kamikmi! Welcome na naman sa isang edisyon ng Saktong Learnings Lang with Kuya Felix. And today we're going to discuss exact differential equations examples. Without further ado, let's start. So before we start, saktong review lang muna tayo, no? When we say exact differential equations, no, or exact DE, we should check first ano yung differential equation. And most of the time, yung differential equation natin should be in this form, no? Y dx plus n, yung function na in terms of xy, dy should be equal to 0. Then, next thing that we're going to do, paano natin malalaman kung exact DE siya? We need to test for exactness. And how do we do test for exactness? Si test for exactness is we are getting the partial derivative. Oops. We are getting the partial derivative of m with respect to y, and if that is equal to the partial derivative of n with respect to x, then therefore, yung differential equation natin, pwede nating isolve using exact DE. And when we say we can solve this, we can get the general solution of this differential equation using the exact differential equation method. So let's start. Okay, so for our first example, let's solve for the general solution of this differential equation. But first, no, kahit na exact DE yung topic natin, try natin muna siyang isolve, or let's try to check, di ba? Usually, check muna natin kung kaya siyang isolve using other ways on getting the first degree DE, no, na solution, or general solution. Ano natin siya na check is if variable separable. And based dito, pangit na agad to, no? X and Y, multiple terms, and multivariate, hindi na agad yan. In terms of homogeneity naman, mahirap na agad yung homogeneity, no? Kasi, this is degree 1, this is degree 2. So, next step talaga na ating i-check is test for exactness. Or let's check if this is exact. But first, let's identify, ano ba yung M natin at ano yung N? Definitely, ang M natin, guys, most of the time, yung katabi ng dx. So, this is our M. And yung katabi ng dy, that is our n. And pwede naman natin gawin, isi-simplify natin muna. No? So our m is equal to 6x plus y squared. And our n is equal to y 2x minus 3y. No? And we can further simplify that by distributing yung y. Magiging, unahin natin yung x para maganda tingnan. Yan. Minus 3y squared. And then let's proceed for test for exactness. So we need to test it first, test exactness. And how do we test for exactness? We first get the partial derivative of m with respect to y. So ibig sabihin, if we're getting the partial derivative of m with respect to y, lahat ng y ng function ng m ay i-derive natin, and lahat ng x will be treated as constant. Kasi 'di ba ganun mag-partial derivative. So with respect to partial of y. So ibig sabihin yan, guys, lahat ng y i-derive natin, pero lahat ng x treated as constant. So since this is 6x, may x that is constant, so definitely that is 0. Plus, let's get the derivative of, ano ba yan? Y squared, no? Pangat naman ang sulat. Ba't kasi pangat ang sulat? Yan, y squared. Oops. So therefore, this is 2y. So therefore, our partial of m with respect to partial of y is equal to 2y. Okay? How about the other one? Yung partial of n, naging bilog naman, partial of n with respect naman to x. So that is partial of, ano yung function natin again? Ayun, no, yung 2x nung n. 2xy minus 3y squared with respect to x. And since this is with respect to x, lahat ng y is constant, then i-derive natin lahat ng may x. So therefore, itong 2xy na yan, since with respect sa x, yung 2y treated as constant and yung x derive as 1. Minus 0 kasi this is pure constant ang ating turing dyan kasi y is constant. So therefore, that is 2y, ang partial of n with respect sa partial of x natin. And if you will notice, they are the same. So therefore, we can proceed with exact equations. And kapag exact equations, anong ginagawa natin? to get the general solution, of exact equation, what we're going to do is yung original equation natin, m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. We are just going to integrate it. Pero ito, i-integrate natin to with respect to x at ito, i-integrate natin with respect to y. And mag-yield tayo dyan ng certain function of f, and this then magkakaroon tayo ng certain function of f. Mamaya ang gagawin natin, ipag-i-equal natin yan para makuha natin yung pinaka-general solution. Okay, so let's first integrate yung m dx. And since na-prove naman natin na exact siya, we can proceed with this na. No? So ano ba yung m natin ulit? Ang m natin ay 6x plus y squared. So therefore, we need to get that is equal to f, no? Where f yung general solution natin later, that is m dx is equal to integral ng, ano yung m natin ulit? Ang m natin ay 6x plus y squared. So that is 6x plus y squared dx. So we are going to integrate this with respect to x. And since with respect to x, ang ating integration yan, lahat ng y na may kita dyan treated as constant. So therefore, this is equal to 6x squared over 2, kasi with respect to x, plus since this is y squared treated as constant, magkakaroon ko lang dyan ng y squared x. And don't forget this, no, critical value to, no, na kailangan magdagdag tayo ng certain function na with respect to y. And this function na to, ito yung treated as constant natin na with respect sa y. So important itong function na to kasi ito yung constant na nagre-represent kapag nag-i-integrate tayo. Kaso nga lang with respect to y. Kasi nga, di ba, pag with respect to x, lahat ng y is constant. Okay? So therefore, this is our first f. Yung first f natin, we can simplify this further as 3x squared plus xy squared plus my. Ngayon, you can use any letter dito. No? Ako mas nakasanayan ko na lang yung m kasi siya yung m, di ba? Now, let's do the integration naman with respect to n. So what is the integral of f kapag with respect naman sa n dy. So that is, ano yung n natin? Ang n natin is 2xy minus 3y squared. So that is 2xy minus, hindi ko nakikita ulit, minus 3y squared. So that is minus 3y squared dy with respect sa y. Okay? So, since with respect sa y, lahat ng x ay constant. So, therefore, the integral of that will become 2x y squared over 2, kasi yung square lang yung y ang i-integrate natin. Ito namang isa is negative 3 y 3 over 3. Plus, don't forget your constant with respect sa x. And can we further simplify this? Yes, no? Dahil pwede nating tanggalin yan 2, pwede rin natin tanggalin yung 3, magiging x y squared minus y cubed plus n of x. Now, after obtaining both f, ang gagawin natin dyan, we are going to use similar equations para ma-solve natin yung my and nx. So we need to write ito, yung f na to, with respect dito sa left side, at itong f na to with respect sa right side natin. So that is equal to 3x squared plus xy squared plus m of y is equal to xy squared minus y cubed plus n of x. Okay? Yan. Then, after that, let's see, using similar equations, dapat kung ano yung meron sa right side or left side, meron din dapat sa left side. And kung mapapansin nyo, di ba, yan, no, may my, palitan ka ng kulay. May xy squared ako dito, may xy squared. So, definitely, this my pertains to a certain function na pure y lang dapat sa right side. May nakikita ba kayong pure y? Meron. So, therefore, this is negative y cubed. And same goes with n of x. May nakikita ba kayong pure x sa left side? And if may nakikita ko yung pure x, then definitely that is your 3x squared. So therefore, we can write now our general equation using any of the two. Pwedeng ito, palitan mo yan ng my, ito pwede palitan mo ng nx. Any of the two will do, no? Any of the two will do. For me, ito na lang my ang gagamitin ko, no? So therefore, our f or our final f is equal to 3x squared plus, oops, palitan natin ng kulay. Our f is equal to 3x squared plus xy squared plus yung my natin is minus y 3. Yan. And is this our final answer? Not yet. We need to convert this into our general equation or general solution by putting your equal to C. Yan. So this is our final answer. Beautiful math. Basic. So that is for our example number 1. Medyo mahaba, no? Okay, so for our example number 2, no, lagay tayo ng konting iba-ibang variable. Let's solve for the general solution of this particular differential equation. And unang tingin, ano kayang pwede dito? Can we use variable separable? I think not, no? Kasi yan nga, multiple variables and multiple terms na naman, no? So next step that we can do is check na kaagad natin kung exact. For me, no, ang way of checking ko talaga is first is check ko kung variable separable. Then first is check ko siya kung exact. Pero since no, if you are aware with other methods of getting the general solution of first order, first degree differential equation, may unang-unang pwedeng i-test talaga, which is yung kung first order linear siya, no? Pero since our topic is exact, check muna natin kung exact to, no? And first, let's identify ano ba yung M natin dito. Ang M natin dyan, definitely, itong unang term. Yan ang gawin nating M. Actually, kahit ano naman, basta consistent ka lang dun sa solution mo, magiging tama din yan at the end of the day. Okay? And our N is equal to R sine theta plus cosine theta. Let's simplify that. That is R sine theta plus R cosine theta. Para kita lang natin. Okay? So, since we are going to test for exactness, no? Let's test for exactness. Test exactness. First, let's check yung partial of na naging bilog na naman, partial of M with respect to partial of Y. And that is equal to partial of, ano yung M natin ulit? R plus, partial of Y. With respect to, with respect to Y. Nasanay tayo, no? With respect to yung kabaligtaran niya, which is yung partial of theta. Kasi 'di ba, kung yung una is M, dito yung malalaman yan guys, no? If this is with respect to R, dapat with respect sa theta yung isa. So yung isa natin yung N, since d theta siya, with respect to R lang mamaya. Okay? So let's do this. Sin theta minus cosine theta divided by with respect to theta. Okay? So paano to? Since this is with respect to theta, lahat ng R constant. So therefore, we are just going to get the derivative of sine. Ang derivative ng R is constant, no? Our R here is constant, so derivative niya ni 0. Then derivative ng sine with respect sa theta, no, is positive cosine theta. And yung negative cosine, pag dinerive mo yan with respect sa theta, that is negative sine and negative negative. So that is positive sine theta. So therefore, our final answer will be written as cosine theta plus sine theta. And this is the partial derivative of M with respect to partial derivative of theta. With respect to theta. Now, yung other one naman, this should be, bigyan natin ng harang. Yan. This should be partial of N with respect to R. Kasi, kabaligtaran yung ginagawa natin. Kung d theta to, yung dr yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, how? We just get the partial nung R, ito nung N natin, no? Yung R sine theta plus R cosine theta with respect to R. And since this is with respect to R, lahat ng theta ay constant and yung R yung i-derive natin. Eh since R is the variable that we're going to derive, edi 1 lang yan, no? So matitira lang dyan yung sine theta. Same goes with plus cosine theta. So plus cosine theta lang yan. So therefore, our partial of N with respect to R is sine plus theta. And if you will see, they are equal. So therefore, our differential equation is exact. And therefore, we can proceed with the general solution using this formula. No? Yung general solution, again, for exact, you're just getting the integral of M with respect to X. Eh, since with respect to X to, hindi yan nasasanay tayo with respect to X. No? So dito, with respect to dr naman. Okay? Susundan mo lang siya. With respect to dr plus integral of N with respect to theta, and that is equal to C, okay? Or 0, or since general solution yung kailangan natin, okay na yung equal to Z, okay? So let's solve for Again, no, yung may-yield natin dyan is yung ating multiple f's. So yung first f natin is m with respect to dr. And that is our integral of m. Ano yung m natin? Ang m natin ay ito, yung r squared, no? That is r squared. R plus sine theta minus cosine theta dr. Ayan. Since guys, no, this is with respect to r, lahat ng theta constant. So yung r lang yung i-integrate natin, such as that, plus, since constant yan, no, sine theta r minus cosine theta r. Yan. Constant yan yung theta. And don't forget your m with respect to the constant theta. This is our first f. Okay? How about the second f? Ang next f natin ay f naman with respect to the integral ng n with respect to n, ano yung given? And d theta. So we're going to integrate with respect to theta. And ano yung given natin, no? That is yung r sin theta, no? Kung naalala pa, ito yung r sin theta. R sin theta plus r cosine theta d theta. Ayan. So, paano to? So, we're going to integrate this using, or with respect to theta, lahat ng r is constant. So, as is mo na yan, sulat mo na yan. So, ano ang integral ng sine? Di ba ang integral ng sine is negative cosine theta. Plus, as is ang r, then ang derivative ng cosine theta is sine theta. Ay, derivative integral, no? We are integrating, no? And don't forget, yung ating n with respect to r na constant. And this is our next f. And since, simplify muna natin to, no? Pwede natin isulat yan as negative r cosine theta plus r sine theta plus nr. Ayan. May napansin ba kayo? We can write now na yung f is equal to f. So writing everything, ito yung f natin, no? So this is r squared over 2 plus sine theta r, or pwede nating r, same para ganun kamukha nung sa left side, no? Pwede natin gawing r sine theta minus r cosine theta plus m with respect sa theta is equal to, yung right side natin naman is, pwede natin sulat ng r sine, unahin natin yan para positive, minus r cosine theta plus n of r. Now, using similar equations, ano yung pwede natin i-compare dyan? Pareha silang may r sine, so pwede nating i-omit muna yan. Pareha silang may negative r cosine. And please take note, kailangan natin ng function na with respect lang sa theta sa kabila. And kung mapapansin nyo, wala. We cannot see. So that is 0. And yung in terms of nr naman natin, or a function with respect to r, or pure r only, meron dito sa left side. So that is equal to r squared over 2. Again, either of the two, pwede nyo gamitin para ma-complete yung f. And that is our general solution. So our f will become, ito na lang gagamitin ko lagi yung m kasi ayan, kita na agad. Plus r sine theta minus r cos sine theta plus 0. Kasi 'di ba, ang m theta ko is 0. So therefore, I can rewrite na this as r squared plus r sine theta minus r cosine theta is equal to c. And that is, and that is our final answer. Okay? Beautiful math. Okay? Okay. Example number 2. Okay, for our third example, no, let's get the general solution of this. Pero wait, hindi pala siya general solution, no? Let's get the particular solution kasi may initial condition tayo. Ito, the value of f is 1 when the value of x is 1. So, check natin, no? Kaya ng variable separable? Definitely hindi kasi ano, may mga multiple terms na agad, x, y, and multiple variables. Kaya ng homogeneous to, no? Kaya, kasi homogeneous to, ito yan, no? Ang degree is 1, ang degree is 1, degree is 1, this degree is 1. Pero, we are aware na napakahaba ng solution ng homogeneous solution. Kaya ipang isang tabi muna yon pero at least alam natin kaya ng homogeneous yan. Check muna natin kung kaya ng test for exactness or kung kaya ng exact DE ito kasi we are aware na mas simple or mas madaling gawin si exact DE kaysa kay homogeneous. So test natin. Again, identify muna natin yung M. This is our M and this is our M. So let's get partial of M with respect to Y that is equal to partial ng 2x minus 3y with respect sa y na naging bilog na naman. Yan. Yung mukhang x naman ngayon. Yan. That is equal to, since with respect sa y, lahat ng x is constant, so this is negative 3 lang. No? Negative 3 ang ating partial of yan. Partial of m with respect to y. How about yung n? Ano naman ang partial of n with respect kay x? Baliktaran. So that is partial of 2y minus 3x all over with respect to x na naging bilog. X and that is equal to, since with respect sa x, lahat ng y is constant. So this is 0 and diderive lang natin negative 3x and that is negative 3. And luckily, exact siya. And since exact siya, let's proceed with our solution. We're just going to get the integral of this. Ayan, i-integrate mo lang yan. And equal na sa c siya. Okay? Then mag-i-equal sa c yan. Okay? So let's do this. Actually, pwede nga dito madalian agad. Makikita mo na agad eh. No? Pero isulat lang natin. Okay? For the sake of solution. That is integral ng m dx. That is equal to integral ng 2x minus 3y. Ayan, no? Pinapya ko lang dyan. With respect sa x. Okay? So ano to? Since with respect sa x, lahat ng y constant. So that is 2x squared over 2 minus 3y, constant yan, and magdagdag tayo ng x. Plus, don't forget your m of y. Yung constant with respect to y. Further simplification, magiging x squared minus 3xy plus my. Okay? How about the other one? Yung with respect to n naman, that is equal to f integral ng n dy and our n is equal to 2y minus 3x. So that is 2y minus 3x dy. Okay? So with respect sa y, lahat ng x is constant. So ito ay 2y squared over 2 lang, power rule, minus 3x y. And don't forget your constant with respect to x. Further simplification, yung f na makukuha natin dyan is y squared minus 3xy plus n over x. And equating both sides, or equating both f, makikita naman natin. Sige, f is equal to f. This is x squared minus 3xy plus my is equal to y squared minus 3 of xy plus n of x. Check muna natin yung mga similars, no? Kasi we're checking similar equations here. So, ito may negative 3, may negative 3. Ganyan. And yung my natin, kung papansin niyo, may pure y term ba sa right? Yes, may y squared. So, that is that. And yung nx natin, may pure x ba? Yes, yung x squared. So, I'm gonna use yung left side na lang natin para mas mabilis. So, our f is equal now to x squared minus 3xy. Ang value ng my ko is plus y squared. Is this the final answer? Hindi pa. So we need to write it with 3y plus y squared is equal to c. This is our general solution. Kaso guys, may initial condition eh. So for this particular initial condition, isa-substitute lang natin yan para makuha natin yung particular solution niya. So therefore, ibig sabihin ang ibig sabihin nito guys, no, the value of f is 1 when x is 1, para kang may ordered pair lang din yan na 1, 1, no? Ito yung y, ito yung x. Yan. Parang ganun yung sense niyan. Okay? So plug in lang natin. That is equal to 1 squared minus 3, 1, 1, plus 1 squared is equal to c. So that is 1 minus 3 plus 1 is equal to c. And simplifying this is equal to negative 1. Diba? Kasi 2 minus 3 is equal to 2 minus 3 is equal to negative 1. Therefore, our particular solution, i-rewrite nyo lang yan, that is equal to x squared minus 3xy plus y squared is equal to negative 1. Or para mas maganda, lipat nyo na lang sa kabila. Plus 1 is equal to 0. Yan. This is your particular solution. And that's it. So, basic, no? Beautiful math. And if may natutunan ka dito, share mo din sa friends mo para share tayo ng knowledge dito. Okay? So, thank you and see you on my next video. Bye!